What if certain natural elements, when you combine them with really focused intention, could actually help shape our reality? Today on the deep dive, we're exploring something fascinating: crystal grids for manifestation. We've pulled together a really interesting stack of sources, from ancient traditions right up to modern spiritual practices. And our mission today is basically to unpack what these grids are, how they supposedly work, and, well, whether they really can serve as an energetic blueprint to help you manifest your deepest desires.
It's a really intriguing concept, isn't it? It bridges the tangible, the crystals themselves with the energetic. I mean, when we think about crystals individually, we often recognize they have unique vibrations, specific properties. But what's really insightful, looking at the research, is how these like powerful individual energies are believed to blend and actually amplify each other when you arrange them in a specific pattern.
So it's more than just having them sit next to each other.
Exactly. It's like creating this continuous energy circuit. It focuses and directs that amplified energy toward a very specific intention you've set. So whether you're aiming for, say, abundance or love, protection, healing, maybe deeper spiritual growth, the grid becomes this concentrated energetic force. Many believe it acts as a kind of beacon for your goals.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit more then. We're talking about crystal grids. What's the fundamental difference between, just collecting beautiful crystals, which lots of people do, and intentionally arranging them in a grid? What's the secret sauce here?
That's a really crucial distinction. At its core, yeah, a crystal grid is a geometric arrangement of crystals,
Right.
but they're specifically chosen for their individual energetic properties,
Yeah.
right? And then placed in a very deliberate pattern. The whole point is to generate and focus energy towards a specific outcome. The secret sauce, as you put it, well, it's multifaceted. It's the combo of the crystal's inherent frequencies, the power of sacred geometry, which gives it an energetic structure, and crucially, your focused intention. That's what links it all together.
Intention links it.
Right.
Right.
So when it's properly charged, this whole arrangement is thought to act like a continuous energy circuit. It's constantly radiating your desired frequency out into the universe. It's dynamic, you see,
Yeah.
an active tool, not just like a pretty display.
So the intention acts almost like the energetic glue holding it all together and giving it direction. That's a key point. Because, for many of us, figuring out our goals can feel a bit vague sometimes. How does this energetic blueprint specifically become a potent ally in someone's personal manifestation practice? What does it actually do for you?
Well, it provides a constant, tangible reminder and also an amplifier for your deepest desires. Think of it this way. Your intention is maybe like a radio signal. On its own, it might be a bit weak, maybe scattered. But when you channel that signal through a crystal grid, it's believed to become incredibly focused, amplified, broadcasting continuously. So it helps keep your own energy aligned with your goal even when you're not consciously thinking about it every second.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like creating a consistent, energetic target that keeps working in the background. But, okay, before anyone even thinks about picking out crystals or, arranging them in patterns, our sources really stress one absolutely critical first step. It seems the real power doesn't actually start with the stones themselves, but with something internal. What's that foundational piece?
Indeed. Yeah, before you even touch a crystal, the most paramount step is to get crystal clear on your goal, your intention. It's tempting. People jump straight to buying beautiful stones.
All right.
But without a really precise, heartfelt intention, the grid's energy will just be kind of diffused, less effective. Our sources really, really underscore this. Clarity is the foundational energetic target.
That's such a crucial distinction. And, for someone maybe new to this, it can be tricky. How do you rephrase a general desire like, say, I want more money, into that positive present tense statement that really resonates? What are some common pitfalls people run into when they're trying to clarify their intention, and how do they shift to something truly effective?
Yeah, that's a great point. A really common pitfall is vagueness or focusing on what you don't want, like saying, I don't want to be broke. The energy there is still on broke.
Okay.
Another one is phrasing it in the future tense, like, I will have a new job. That kind of keeps it always just out of reach, energetically speaking.
Right, perpetually in the future.
Exactly. The key is to make it a positive present tense affirmation, a declaration. So instead of, I want more money, you transform it into something more like, abundance flows easily and joyfully into my life. See the difference?
Yeah, that feels completely different.
Or for relationships, maybe. I am surrounded by love and healthy relationships. Or for well-being, my body and mind are in perfect harmony and vitality. These statements declare your desired reality as if it's already here, You're vibrating at that frequency now.
That creates such a different energetic imprint, doesn't it? It's like you're setting the GPS coordinates for your energy with a very precise affirmative destination.
Right.
Without that laser-focused target, yeah, the grid's power would just be scattered instead of directed. This foundational clarity really does set the energetic stage.
Absolutely. It's everything.
So, okay, once that intention is absolutely clear, a laser beam,
Uh-huh.
as you said, then how do you choose the right energetic building blocks for your grid? Because it's clearly not just about picking your favorite shiny stones, is it? There seem to be specific roles these crystals play within the grid's architecture.
You're totally right. It's a very intentional selection process. It's not random. Our sources typically break down the components into three main categories. Each one has a distinct role. First, you got the center stone. This is sometimes called the master crystal.
Okay.
It's the focal point, right? The anchor of the whole grid's energy. And it should really resonate strongly with your primary intention. It's often a larger crystal or maybe a pointed one.
And then you build outwards from that central anchor, I'm guessing.
Precisely, yeah. Surrounding the center stone, you place the supporting stones. These are generally smaller crystals, and they're chosen specifically to enhance and direct the energy that's generated by that center stone towards your main intention. They kind of act as energetic amplifiers and guides. They weave together the overall frequency you're aiming for.
Okay, so center stone, supporting stones. Is there a third component, like a kind of booster that really magnifies the energy, or are those two generally enough?
There is often a third, and it's quite powerful: the amplifiers. Clear quartz points are very frequently used for this role. Their crystalline structure is just excellent for magnifying and directing energy flow through the whole grid.
Ah, like conduits.
Exactly like energetic conduits connecting all the other stones. And, to make this really concrete, our sources give some fantastic examples. They show how specific crystals tend to align with different common goals.
Oh, that's super helpful. Let's hear some. These can be really great starting points for people. Okay, so for anyone focused on love and relationships, the sources often suggest rose quartz as the center stone. That makes total sense, right? That gentle, loving energy. And then supported by maybe rhodonite, green aventurine, pink opal. You can almost feel the heart-opening vibe just hearing those names together.
Indeed. Yeah, rose quartz is classic for that. And for abundance and prosperity, citrine often comes up as a powerful center stone. It's associated with manifesting wealth, joy. And then you might complement that with pyrite fool's gold, but energetically potent. Grain jade, clear quartz, imagine that, like golden glow of prosperity. If your goal is protection, black tourmaline is an excellent choice for the center. It's renowned for grounding, shielding properties. Supported by hematite, maybe obsidian, smoky quartz. Really strong protective energies there.
And what about healing or maybe spiritual connection?
Good question. For healing and balance, amethyst is often recommended for the center. Brings calm, spiritual insight. You could support that with fluorite, maybe lepidolite for soothing energy, and clear quartz again as an amplifier. And for those really focused on spiritual growth, selenite is often suggested as the perfect center stone. It's got that super high vibration, cleansing properties, then complemented by amethyst again, labradorite for intuition, and clear quartz. These examples really do illustrate how specific crystals can align with different goals. Gives you a clear starting point if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by all the choices.
It's clear there's a real science, or maybe an art, to selecting these stones based on intention. But for someone who might still feel a bit unsure, even with these guidelines, is there an element of intuition involved? Like, can you make a wrong choice that messes up the grid?
That's a critical question, actually. And while these guidelines are excellent starting points, our sources really do emphasize the importance of intuitive resonance. A so-called wrong stone probably wouldn't disrupt the whole grid, but it might simply not resonate as strongly for you. It might not add as much power. Your personal connection to a particular crystal can genuinely amplify its effectiveness within your grid, even if it's not on some standard list.
Ah, so your personal connection matters.
Hugely. It's a reminder that you are actually the most powerful amplifier in this whole process. Trusting your gut feeling when choosing stones can be incredibly potent.
Okay, so you've got your laser focus intention. You've carefully selected your powerful crystals, either using guidelines or your intuition, or maybe a mix. Now, how do you actually arrange them to create that focused field? This isn't just scattering them randomly on a table, right? We're talking about the blueprint, the grid layout, and the power of sacred geometry.
That's exactly right. The layout isn't just for looks. It's a really integral part of how the energy flows and how it's directed.
Mm.
Sacred geometry patterns are used so often because they inherently possess specific energetic meanings that can really enhance the grid's purpose. For instance, the flower of life pattern. You've probably seen it. Those intricate overlapping circles.
Yep.
That's associated with universal connection, with profound manifestation. It's a very powerful, sort of all-encompassing design, very popular for grid work.
And what about simpler shapes? Maybe something more approachable for someone just starting out?
Absolutely. Simpler shapes work beautifully, too. A triangle, for example, naturally represents focus and direction. It channels energy like an arrow, very direct. A hexagon tends to bring in energies of stability and harmony. That could be perfect for intentions around balance or building secure foundations. For grounding and protection, a square layout is often chosen. It gives that sense of a secure, stable foundation. And finally, a circle signifies unity, wholeness. It creates this complete, continuous loop of energy, which is ideal for intentions about integration or encompassing something.
That flexibility, being able to use pre-made templates or even design your own intuitively, that's certainly helpful. But maybe for a beginner, is there any risk in just intuitively designing a grid without having a basic grasp of sacred geometry? Could that dilute the energy, or is pure intention really the most important thing?
It's a valid concern. And while intention is absolutely paramount, yes, using established sacred geometry patterns kind of offers you a pre-built energetic framework. It's a bit like building a house, right? You can just intuit where to put the walls.
Yeah, chuckle slightly.
But following an architect's blueprint generally results in a stronger, more efficient structure. However, that being said, even a simple, intuitively arranged circle or triangle, if it's infused with really strong, clear intention, is probably more effective than a complex, geometrically perfect grid that has weak or scattered intention behind it.
Right.
The real sweet spot is that combination, strong intention plus an appropriate energetic blueprint.
Got it. So, intention set, crystals chosen, layout decided. Now it's time for the ritual, the actual step-by-step creation of your crystal grid. This feels like it should be a kind of ceremonial process, doesn't it? Bringing all these elements consciously to life. What's the very first step in that process?
It absolutely is a ceremonial process, or at least approaching it that way enhances its power. Each step serves an energetic purpose, consciously preparing and activating the grid. So, first things first.
Yeah.
You need to cleanse your space and stones.
Okay. Why is that so important?
It's crucial to remove any stagnant or residual energy. Energy that the crystals might have picked up along their journey, or even just energy that exists in your environment. You want a clean slate. You could use various methods, smoke cleansing, perhaps with sage or palo santo, sound vibrations from a singing bowl or chimes, moonlight, especially full moon is great for charging too, or even salt. But you have to be careful there. Not all crystals are safe for salt exposure.
Right. Check your crystals first.
Okay.
So clear out the old energy to make way for the new focused energy. Makes sense. What's next in actually bringing the grid to life?
Next, you actively set your intention into the grid. You typically hold your master crystal, your center stone, in your hand. Close your eyes and intensely focus on your goal. Visualize it as if it's already real, already manifested. Really feel the emotions associated with achieving that goal. This is where you infuse that primary crystal with your core desire.
Okay, really charging it up.
Exactly. Then you physically place the center stone right in the very middle of your chosen grid layout or template. This is the anchor, the heart of your grid now resonating with that pure intention you just focused on.
And from that center point, you build outwards.
Precisely. You then add supporting stones. Place them one by one, following your chosen pattern, generally working from the center outwards. And as you place each one, you continue to hold and reinforce your intention, seeing each stone as a contributing part of that larger energetic tapestry you're weaving. If you're using them, the next step is to add amplifiers, like clear quartz points. And here, the direction matters. If you point the tips outward, away from the center, it's generally thought to send energy out into the world, broadcasting your intention. If you point the tips inward towards the center, it's more about drawing energy in, helping to integrate and manifest it within your personal space or life. So you align that direction with your specific goal.
That's a really crucial detail for directing the energy flow effectively, sending out or drawing in. Yeah. Okay, and then is there a grand finale to the setup?
There is the activation. You consciously activate the grid. You can use a clear quartz point, a wand, or even just your finger. You trace an invisible line connecting all the stones together. Usually, you start from the center and move outwards, visually linking each stone to the next. creating that continuous flow, that energetic circuit we talked about earlier.
Like flicking the switch.
Kind of, yeah. This is where you truly turn on the grid, sealing your intention within that complete structure. And finally, you leave your grid in place. Find a spot where it can sit undisturbed and just allow it to radiate your intention continuously. You can, and probably should, refresh or reactivate it maybe daily or whenever you feel drawn to. Just by revisiting your intention, focusing on it again, maybe retracing the lines lightly, reminding yourself and the grid of its purpose.
It's really clear from that description that conscious engagement, your active role, is absolutely paramount in bringing the grid to life and keeping it working. It's definitely not a set it and forget it kind of thing, is it? It seems more like a living, responsive, energetic tool.
Absolutely. That's a great way to put it. The grid is a powerful energetic support, yes. But your sustained focus, your belief, your aligned actions, that's the ultimate fuel for it.
So beyond that initial setup and activation ritual, what are some crucial tips for ensuring your crystal grid remains a powerful, ongoing ally in your manifestation journey? Because like you said, it's not just about creating it, but sustaining its energy and sustaining our own focus alongside it.
That's a vital point for long-term success. There are a few key practices our sources highlight that can really maximize its effectiveness over time. Firstly, location matters. A lot. Place your grid somewhere it genuinely won't be disturbed. You want its energy to flow unimpeded, not get constantly jostled or moved around, which can kind of scatter the focused intention. Somewhere stable, maybe sacred to you.
I could give it a safe home. What else?
Secondly, timing can enhance energy. Consider aligning your grid creation, or maybe your regular reactivation, with moon phases. A new moon is traditionally seen as ideal for setting new intentions, planting those seeds, while a full moon can powerfully amplify the energy of what you're already manifesting, bringing things to a peak or fruition.
So you can sort of harness those natural cycles to give your grid and your intention a little extra boost. I can see how aligning with those broader rhythms would add a powerful layer.
Definitely. It adds a layer of cosmic support, you could say.
Are there any other maybe external factors that can significantly boost or perhaps diminish a grid's energy?
Well, related to location, the sources suggest that the general energetic cleanliness of the space around the grid is pretty important too. A really cluttered room or an environment that feels energetically heavy or stagnant can certainly diminish the grid's effectiveness somewhat. So regular space clearing in that area, not just cleansing the grid itself, helps maintain a high, clear vibration for it to work in. And thirdly, this is important, be patient. Manifestation is usually a process, not always an instant lightning strike. The grid is a powerful tool, an ally, but it works best when it's paired with aligned action in your daily life. It's an energetic support system, not like a magic wand that bypasses your need to take steps or do the work.
That's such a crucial reminder, isn't it? These tools work with us, they amplify our efforts, they don't just do it for us exclusively.
Exactly. And finally, perhaps most importantly, trust your intuition. While there are guidelines, common practices, recommended stones, the rules are ultimately flexible. Your personal connection to the stones, the process, what feels truly right and resonant for you that matters most. That inner resonance is a powerful amplifier in itself, often overriding more rigid interpretations you might read about. Actually, one of the most common takeaways from people who successfully use grids seems to be the need for that sustained, gentle focus and a really personal connection to the whole process.
It really sounds like the entire process, doesn't it? From getting crystal clear on the intention to selecting the stones, arranging them, maintaining the grid. It's as much about focusing your own mind and energy as it is about the physical objects themselves. What's fascinating here is just how much that personal element, your unique input, really plays a role in making these energetic tools truly resonate and work. It's this beautiful blend of ancient wisdom, geometric principles, natural elements, and your own unique energetic fingerprint.
Indeed. It's a truly powerful interplay. Your conscious participation really elevates the inherent qualities of the crystals and the geometry. You bring it alive.
So there you have it. A crystal grid, it seems, is far more than just a beautiful arrangement of stones on a table. It's really a living, energetic tool, one that actively holds and broadcasts your intentions out into the universe. It combines the The natural inherent power of crystals with the structured harmony of sacred geometry, all infused and directed by the focused energy of your own intention.
Absolutely. And when you bring all those elements together consciously, you really do create a kind of manifestation powerhouse, one that can work for you energetically around the clock. It acts as this continuous beacon, constantly calling your deepest desires into your reality, tirelessly radiating that specific frequency out and helping to align your own energy with it in the process.
So, what does this all mean for you listening right now? We really encourage you to consider how you might gather your own stones. Maybe start thinking about setting an intention with that laser clarity we talked about, and perhaps even creating your own energetic blueprint. Feel into what desires are truly calling to you right now. Perhaps this deep dive has offered a new lens or a new tool through which to view your own manifestation journey. And here's a final thought to ponder. If focused intention, when amplified by natural elements like crystals and structured by geometric patterns, can potentially create a continuous energy circuit for manifestation, what other unseen forces or maybe even subtle personal practices you already do might be silently shaping the reality you experience every single day? It's definitely something to think about. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into crystal grids for manifestation. We hope it sparks some new explorations and insights for you.